Priestess Makala, as well as Niana, as well as Felicia. So I would have been on sooner, but I found myself going down a rabbit hole. And you know what happens when you're doing research? You start going down a rabbit hole. So I was doing some research on ley lines. I wanted to go and revisit some ley line stuff again. And the site that I would go to is called leylines.net. And you're able to put your info in, and it should be able to tell you like what the name of that ley line is that you're researching. Where does it go in? How far? Now there's a lady on TikTok. I don't have the app for TikTok because I didn't stay on there long. I stayed on there like 5 minutes. Hi darling, hi darling. And I got rid of the site because I just didn't like the energy of TikTok. And it's the same with Twitter. I didn't like the energy of Twitter either, so I got rid of it. So one of the things that I thought was interesting, I was I'm not kidding. I went down a rabbit hole and I was researching and researching because I know for a fact that when you type in a ley line of where you were born, what's the name of that ley line that lays in the area where you were born at, it will give it to you. It will tell you the name. I don't know what's going on. I went into that site. I went in there to research it, and it keeps saying, oh, this section is not available or cannot find, or it misspells ley line to L-A-Y instead of L-E-Y. So I'm sitting there saying, what is going on here? Why is it doing it? It's almost like something didn't want. So I go to a page, I go inside, I go to go line up. Okay, is it the Earth one I want to look at? Is it the Dove? So I push up, I hit the thing, I go in, and then it literally another page comes on top of it, and I'm like, no, that's not what I asked for. So there is something not wanting people to figure out about the ley lines right now. Because thank gosh that I wrote the stuff down. I wrote it down what mine says. I'm not going to say what it is because there was something that Rod Hayes had said. And he says a lot of times what happens is when people are born on certain days, okay, because everything down here is a soul thing, okay? Let me raise this up. It's a soul energy. So what they're doing when you incarnate back down here, they're waiting to see who's born on what ley line. Who is that coming in? Is that someone that's coming in to finish what they started? Now, Rod had talked about this on Rich's show, Black Magic 363. And then he talked about it again on, I think, the grandmother of the Cherokee. Oh, I just forgot her name. Oh. Well, he had brought it up because they were talking about all the grandmothers were online. They were talking about when the babies are born. They were talking about doula. That's what it was. Hold on a second. I'm tired of energy being interrupted. Today it was like one of those things where if you go in and you are researching something, there's like all this weird stuff going on to derail you from getting the information. It's almost like AI is saying, oh, you looked for this before, so we're not going to let you look for this. Hi, Grace. So the name of the grandmother I want to mention Empress. There it is. This Empress chakra rare bird. Okay. She's Mama Rare Bird, and she's on YouTube. So there was a good meeting that they had about when the babies are born, and I really liked how they were talking about it, because they were really saying, how to protect your child when your baby is born, when you have your baby at home, and all these wonderful things that they were talking about. You want to go to her webpage to look at it was hold on, 2 days ago. I mean, there was a lot of good information that they brought up. And I was like, wow, I wish I would have known about this when I was in nursing school and when I was working in labor and delivery, because to me, I never understood why, when a family that was Pacific Islander families, okay, like the Lowe's family, they would say, okay, my daughter just had her baby, we want to take the placenta home. And in my mind, I was thinking, why did you want to take that home? And keep in mind now, at the time, I was all about, in my ego, being nursey. I was all scientific. I wasn't tapped into my awakening realm. I was like halfway there, but I was more scientific. My mind was all that analytical bull crap. So the one video that you want to watch is, let me see. I think it was this one. Video 129103374. That was 11 days ago. Let me see if it's another one. Oh, no. It's right here. 5 days ago. New mommies and their baby's birth certificate. And his birth is spelled Berth. Okay? So that's on YouTube. And it was five days ago. I would highly suggest you watch that, because there was so much information in there about the importance of when the babies are born, that mother has a right to that placenta. That mother has a right to, when she leaves, she doesn't have to give them the name of the baby. And the reason is why they want all that information on your baby when you have the child is they want to track it. They want to track where you are. They want the name to it, because it's all going to get thrown into the system, and it's all going to get thrown into the matrix system. Okay? So I would highly, highly suggest that everyone watches that New Mommies and Their Baby's Birth Certificate. On Empress Chakra Rare Birds channel. Okay. I just was fascinated with it. And I felt really bad. I started kind of thinking about my nursing process, and when she was talking about it, I cannot tell you how many times I told a mother she didn't have a right to have the placenta. She didn't have a right to take that with her. She has every fucking right to take that placenta. It came out of her body. It's a part of her. And so now I went down that rabbit hole after working in labor and delivery and doing that. And I started thinking, I said, there was a lot of culture diversity that came through the hospital, and they all had their traditional beliefs of what they wanted. And I remember I asked the mother, and I said, what would you be doing with the placenta? And the mother explained it to me. She said, well, we take that and we let it dry out, because it's nourishment for the mother as she's coming back to herself, because all of the hormones comes out of the body, and then this is where you get this let down and you go into postpartum blues, and all of that stuff happens when a mother goes down. And I was like, wow. So what they do is they take the placenta and they dry it out, and then they take bits and pieces of it and they make a shake, like a smoothie, and they put some of that in there so that when she's drinking the smoothie, she's getting that back, as well as when she's breastfeeding her baby. And I was like, wow, okay. But at the time, I was following all the protocols. I was doing that. And you know what? Now, when I look back on it, I find it disturbing. Hi, come on in. I find it disturbing that stuff like that can happen in a hospital where you are. You're supposed to feel safe. But I didn't. Then I went down another rabbit hole. And I said, well, what happens with all the women who get hysterectomies due to endometriosis, fibroid tumors, and you're told, okay, we're going to put you on this medication that's supposed to help you with lessening the endometriosis. Okay, I was put on a drug called Lupron for 6 months that was supposed to help me with endometriosis and to help shrink down fibroid tumors. Now, I have no idea why this is coming up right now, but obviously there's a reason why this energy is coming in and I'm talking about it. And I don't hold any hardship or anything about it, but it makes me think. It was making me really think, because this is what? Such an inverted world. And we're doing what? Trying to liberate ourselves from here. Okay? If we're trying to liberate ourselves out of an inverted world that has been made up on lies, deceiving you, manipulating you, all of these things that are non-divine, I asked myself this one question. When they took out the fibroid tumors and they took out everything that was leading up to grade 4 cancer, and they told me that this is what it's doing. And I trusted my doctor at that time in my life, in my career, that she's telling me the truth. When they took it out, where did it go? Where did it go? Did they really put it in a little red bag that's labeled biohazard or hazard bag and put it out so that it would just be disintegrated? Did they really take that and have it disintegrate? So then I ended up going down another rabbit hole. And I said, in all the times in my careers when a baby didn't make it, and we wrap the baby up, we do the postpartum care with the parents and the mother and the trauma of that when the baby is stillborn. And I remember standing in a room and I'm watching this mother and she's holding her child that's not breathing, stillborn. And I just remember standing there, and inside I was crying for her. Inside I was saying, why am I doing this? Why is she going through this? And I'm like, I don't like this part. So, but I had to shut everything off and be a professional and show no emotions, but yet be supportive, and not show any emotions. Shut it off and just be there. Because if I'm breaking down crying with her, how am I supporting her is what I was taught. So I had all these questions this morning about what happens with things that they take out of our bodies. They tell us that they had to take it out, but where does it go? Literally. You know what? This is the part in nursing that they really don't talk about. They talk about the morgue. They talk about all that. They say, oh, it goes into a biohazard. Okay, it does. Where does it go from there? And why is there not some kind of closure for those of us who had to experience something like that? If they take a part of you out, of especially your womb, which is your creative part of your body that brings in life, and they have to remove it because they tell you that it's going into a grade 4 cancer. If we don't take care of this now, your survival is going to be low. Now, keep in mind, at the time when this was happening, I was nowhere on my path that I'm on right now. Now, I would have just snapped codes in there. I would have took care of that. I would have got rid of that, knowing what I know now. But at that time, in those timelines, in those older timelines, and now I'm thinking about it, and I'm saying, where did they take it? Did they honestly really do that? And you're probably asking yourself this question, why am I saying it? Because I'm just wondering how many of me is out there. A copy of me. I'm just saying. They got the DNA, right? I'm just wondering. Because I get a lot of people saying, hey, I saw you, blah, blah, blah. And I go, nope, that wasn't me. Maybe it was a lookalike. Was it really a lookalike? I'm just wondering. Because I got all these questions now. And this is the part when you start waking up, when you start liberating yourself, these are the questions that come up. You start to ask these questions. Because as long as you're in the matrix, as long as you're in the program, and you're doing their curriculum, which is non-divine, okay? I thought that question while you were... Yes! Because it's non-divine. Okay, let's just put that on the table right now. It is a non-divine curriculum. Because first of all, when you're born here, you have to pay to live on this planet. And you're constantly in debt. That is not divine. I'm sorry. But when you're in your sleep, when you're in your amnesia, when you get lights all flashed in there so it makes you forget why you came here, because then later you figure it out through some kind of trauma or near-death experience, or as you get older, then finally the mission comes to light while you're here. And then you spend that time and that energy trying to liberate yourself and others. Because the curriculum in this particular old timeline that is disintegrating is not divine. And everything attached to it is not divine. Period. And that's how we have to look at it. because everything has been compromised. Everything. And now you have to really stand in yourself 100% and claim you. Claim yourself. And so today, that just triggered all of this thought coming through my mind. And I'm like, well, what do they do with that? And then I got a flash of in India when the women need to be, when I better say it this way, allegedly, some women have to make sure they have a boy baby. And if they don't have a boy baby first, and it's a girl, they don't want that. That's looked upon as a problem. So when we talk about liberation out of this system, you better believe 100% we are out of bubblegum and it is time to kick some serious ass. That's what we're talking about. Yes. Bubblegum time is over. It's ass kicking time now. For all the deceiving, the lies, the manipulations. Yes, absolutely. I was just watching that the other night and was catching some bits and pieces that I had missed. I said, I watched this several times. I didn't know about that part. I didn't know about this part. But do you understand how important it is for you to wake up and stop following a non-divine program curriculum? I mean, let's start with Mother's Day. Nothing wrong with it. But why is it every year we're supposed to only pick 1 year to go say I love you to your mom? And you know what? I gotta give hats off to Dr. Kira Pratt. I kept looking at her and I kept saying, I know you from somewhere. And when she said she wrote for Sacramento Bee in San Francisco, I said, that's where I know you from. I know your face. And she doesn't call it Mother's Day. She calls it a Goddess Day. Happy Goddess Day. And I said, I like that better because that's how I look at it. Instead of saying Mother's Day, I said, I like Goddess Day. It has more pull of divinity with it. It takes it out of the matrix of money making day for them. It has nothing to do with your mom. It has to do, oh, buy the flowers, get the card, take her out for dinner. Oh, get this, get this. If you don't do this, you should feel bad about yourself. You should feel like a terrible person. Same with Father's Day. It's all these things to get you to spend money to give to them. So then, I don't know what this is all about, y'all. I went down another rabbit hole. And I said, back in the time, about 4 years ago, when everything went through shutdown or us, some places didn't shut down, like New Mexico. They stayed open. They thrived. And I'm just thinking about this. Okay, that's a form of liberation. They said no to that curriculum. And they stayed open. But wasn't the whole planet shut down? Or were they just making us believe that? And then the amount of money that everybody spent on disinfectants. the amount of money that everybody spent on contract renewals with Netflix, all these things. And the amount, let's not forget this, the amount of money that was spent on buying the lights, the mics and stuff because you had to go online from home. You had to be on Zoom meetings. And they have it all in place. They actually had to increase the broadbands in order for everybody to be on at certain times. Remember that? All of that was already put in place. And let's not forget about how we all had to walk around like a mouse through the store following the arrows that were put on the floor. And let's not forget about the little plastic things that were in front as shields. How much money did all that cost? How much money did it all cost to put those stickers down that were printed out? Walk this way, don't go this way. Remember that? That's a lot of money. So the rabbit hole is, when we talk about liberating ourselves, we have to look at every part of that. Where have we stopped living as us, as ourselves? And we just gave into the freaking non-divine curriculum. And here's the thing. Let me go back to the ley line thing that started this whole thing. The reason why there's a problem now trying to get the information on leyline.net is because they know a lot of people are waking up. I'm about to get spanked, aren't I? Should I be this naughty? Yes, I am. So as you're waking up and then you decide you want to find out what ley line you were born on, how important that ley line is. Because to them it's a signal who came in on that timeline. Who are they? Let's keep an eye on them from the time they're born all the way up. And what can we do to disrupt their mission? From the time you're born, when you're stamped, when you come in on the earth, if it was 1203, that's significant. Where were you born? Oh, were you born somewhere on the West Coast? Were you born in California? That has a lot of ley lines on it, PowerPoints. Okay, we're going to keep our eye on you. We're going to make sure we set up certain scenarios to take place so you will not fulfill your destiny. Because we just can't have that. If you wake up and you start doing what you came down here to finish. A lot of us that are here right now, we were here previously and got interrupted. So we came back in this timeline of right now what's happening to be here, to kick some serious ass. And we're saying, no, your ass is done. And they have a lot of scenarios to keep us distracted. But the main thing is you knowing your divine curriculum. And what did you say yes to? And what are you here to finish up? That's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to remember that. They don't want you to figure that out. Because if you did, then you light up everybody else around in your circle. And you activate them. Well, damn, shoot. Let me hit the bell on that. Too late. In case you haven't noticed, baddies, too late. Too late. So now you have to ask yourself this question. And I love this, how Spirit's bringing this in. Are you doing an artificial curriculum or are you doing a divine curriculum? Because your divine curriculum is your mission. And yes, there's going to be hardships as we break away from this old matrix. Hi, lovely. Yes, there's going to be some disruptions and stuff because as you pull out of the old matrix and you're really anchoring into what do you really want this world to represent. And then let's keep in mind, it's not just for us. It's for our children. We got a lot of ass kicking to do to make sure they can do their mission. That means we're going to protect our children to the utmost absolute protection by divine right. We have divine birthright over these draconian reptilian beings. Period. So I'm just not down for the game. I'm all about, let's just get ourselves organized. Let's get ourselves strong. Let's just stand in that light of who we are. Because you know what? We're done. We're done with the bullshit. I mean, I just could not believe what was making me go down that rabbit hole. And then I started thinking about this and thinking about that and thinking about things that I did in my nursing career and thinking I was gonna make the world a better place because I signed up for that. That was so much ego bullshit because I was a part of the problem because I was not awake enough to really be protective. But I tell you what, if I was in nursing during the time when all that stuff was going on at 4 years, and I was supposed to go and do, nope, wouldn't have happened. I would have walked off. Wouldn't have did it. Because my mind would have been like how I see things now. Karma. That's a contract. When you knowingly do something to someone else and you know it's wrong, there is accountability for that. Let me say that again. When you knowingly do something wrong to someone and you know you're doing it, you're aware of it, that is accountability. Yeah, you're gonna have to be scaled on that one. Period. So a lot of people are going to be paying karmic debt. And we're already seeing it play out. But I just had to come on here and talk about how I was going through the ley lines. And please, when you do your research, when you're researching things on yourself and you get the information and that door opens up, because obviously I was on a high timeline when I found it, because I can't find it now. It was laid out easy, found it, pulled it out, showed the name, everything. It was easy. I cannot find that now. And that was just in January. So when you're doing research and doing things, please make sure you write your stuff down. You make sure you date it. Because I'm glad. Because I was like, where did I put that information? Where did I put that information? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? And I was just like which journal, where did I write it? And I grabbed the one that I had and my hand opened right up to the page. I said, damn, I love the higher self. It's definitely online right now. I love that. Ear ringing before you hit the sound bell. Oh, ask the question, honey, if when your ear is ringing like that, is it divine? Are you divine? Just say, are you divine? My ear is ringing. It's just a message from the divine creator. Because if it's not a code coming from divine creator and it's artificial, I do not consent to it. Say, I do not consent. And as soon as you say, I don't consent to this, all of a sudden you hear it'll be like, it'll just stop. But if it stays, it'll be a low one, and that's the divine sending your source codes to you. Okay, that's what's happening. The divine's there. So make sure you write out your info and keep it in your book. And one of the star lines that I had to really, I'm still going to go back in and do some more, is on Minataka. Mintaka, which is the belt of Orion. So a lot of us come from that belt, and a lot of us came from Lyra. Okay, we saw some planetary. Now, here's the thing: Andromeda is the closest one to us. Okay, that's that star family. So Andromeda is close to us. A lot of us have Andromedan family connection. Then there's the Lyrans. Okay. Then there's the Pleiades, but they're always in starships moving in and out. Okay. So Lyran. Then there was Maldek. Maldek is the one that makes up all the astral belt. I know for a fact I was on Maldek because when I got on a starship with my two little ones, I looked over my shoulder and I saw how that planet blew up. And we were all, it was like they can only get so many of us off. The same thing happened to part of the planetary system of Lyran. Some of us got off of that one and had some run-ins with the team. Now let's just put it all on the table. That these particular creatures have really made a name for themselves to be for I'm not millenniums and thousands of years. Some of us, remember that video I said, how old do you think you really are? Okay. How long have your soul been in different travels, different planet systems, different galaxies? It's all in your soul matrix and your DNA. It remembers, it knows. So when we see certain things that kind of come into our being and relations, and when we're liberating ourselves, that means we're decoding ourselves. We're trying to really get in there and honor every part of ourselves. It's not just about the parents who are standing in on this timeline with you, the vessel that was used to get you here. It's about all the other extended ones outside this realm, this timeline. So when we talk about liberating, it goes a lot deeper than we're clearing the timelines, we're clearing this, we're no longer saying I'm not consenting to this timeline anymore. The fact that we use our voice now, we say it, is powerful. Which brings me to another rabbit hole. It all started last night, you guys. The whole thing of everyone getting this stuff that's all getting congested in the throat. We're constantly you know, stuff in the back of the throat. And it's there to be an irritant. The hacking, the coughing. And I said, what's up with that? Well, how else do they want to shut people's throat down? If you can't clearly get your voice together and there's always a constant irritant in it, you're more likely to be quiet. So then that just sent me down another rabbit hole. I don't know when I'm coming out of the rabbit hole. I just showed up right now just to talk to you about the rabbit hole. And I said, well, there's a lot of energy coming in on the planet. Some of us are getting those awakening energetic upgrades. Some of us are getting kind of like not feeling too good from it. It's a lot of energy. One is divine, one is artificial. And it's all hitting us at the same time. Phone, laptops, towers, everything's all going at the same time. And then I thought about the Cybertruck. I'm full of it today, you guys. I'm really going there. Your Beast on Light Tribe family, we're all connected because the way I'm talking, you're starting to see what I'm talking about. You're following it. Now, I don't know why people would want to run out and get a Cybertruck that looks like a microwave on wheels, literally. Because I'm just thinking, especially here on the West Coast, I'm just thinking if some people that have those microwaves on wheel, stainless steel, how they're going to be feeling. Because that's a lot of heat. I know they have air conditioning in it. I'm not saying they don't. It looks pretty spacey to me. It looks like something that should be driven on Mars. Just saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mars is busy now. Oops, did I say that? Anyway, I just love how the artificial curriculum is constantly trying to make us forget things. Make us forget and not believe. Don't you find that kind of weird? Just makes me wonder. Doesn't it make you wonder? And what was the famous words that I came up with last week? And I loved how Spirit brought it to me. What is their intention to get your attention? What's their intention? Their intent to get your attention. What are they doing with that? And why is it that we can be hot one moment and then they drop the temperature by 30 degrees? What could they possibly be trying to do with that? Doggone it, what is it? What could they possibly be doing? Oh, I don't know. Spores, maybe, I don't know. Just make sure you dust your house regularly. You don't want any type of dust stuff hanging around. Just saying. So grab yourself a pen and paper, please. Because the Be So Light tribe, we don't play games. We kick butt. And the Be So Light tribe is all about claiming their light and their divine right and staying in their divine curriculum. And they're here to fulfill their mission. And if they get derailed, they know how to come back on track. They know how to do that. They know how to look and say, whoa, what's that all about? What's going on there? There's a lot of good deliciousness stuff going on. And you know what? I happen to be a very, very big fan of Assassin's Creed. Because they go in and get the job taken care of. Because they're chasing that golden apple. They got it protected. And did you not know that the golden apple is real? Oh, yeah. I went down the rabbit hole on that one. It's real. So when they're telling us, oh, back in the day, you know, how, I don't know, when Eve was like, gave Adam an apple or something. Oh, and then we got bad, and then we became naughty beings. Because she was giving knowledge. But really, it was the golden apple that already had all this knowledge and needed to be hidden from the bad people. Oh man, I just don't know. Yeah, we're here to kick butt. So, this one, remember when I was teaching you how to read sign language? Remember when I went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Remember that? Remember when I said that? Okay, so this one that I'm giving you is going to be, all right? So, all right. And here's the number. 1331 28940 7134 100214 56789. That number again, I'm going to let you know when I do this, there's just space there. 1331 space 28940 71345 100214 56789. Okay, write that down. Remember, when you write it on a glass of water and you take that in, you want to make sure you taste your water first, write the code with a Sharpie, circle it, tap it 3 times, and then drink your water. You're going to feel really better. And then as an extra, here's one I want you to have, which is 13 18 045. Another. Okay. Just think sun. That's what it's for. Just think, oh, how pretty. That's so pretty. Oh, I love looking. Oh, it's red and green. It's gorgeous. So pretty, but that's a lot. What's the microwave do? Cook from the inside out. Cooks our food from the inside out. Yeah. Alrighty then. Just like God, it just. Urgh. And one of the things I want you to think about, and this is a homework assignment. Did you know that copper, when you wear it, is linked to Lemuria? It's linked to, oh, I don't know, like creator source. Yeah. Gives you that divine alignment with that. Now, I went too fast. It's okay, darling. I'm gonna type it into the community. Okay, I'll put it in community. Now, platinum. What do you think about platinum? You like your jewelry from platinum? What do you think about that? Okay. Platinum. What do you think about platinum? I'm gonna gotta do my nails. Also, copper's really good. Hi, lovely. For those things, those numbers I just gave you, it helps with that too. But platinum, I could not believe how good platinum was. Oh, hold on a second. Good luck finding this. It'll cost you a pretty penny. Yeah, the original writer of this, I don't know. Something happened to him, and all of his work was being destroyed. But some family members were able to keep some stuff. Because when you're a good researcher and you develop things, you have extra stuff around. You have one copy there, copy there, copy there. Because you just know that the creatures are going to try to mess it up. So I was looking at the energy of what he wrote about platinum. And by the way, this book is fabulous because it talks about everything of what is happening right now. Yes. Just saying, I love research. Oh, look, platinum. Platinum. I like this. He says, how is platinum used for healing and spiritual growth? Well, let's just dive down that. Let's just take a look. And it works with the electrical transmissions across the synapses within the brain, aiding in general tissue regeneration. My goodness, really? I'm being really bad right now because I don't care. So, it's good for the vertebrae in alignment And it works with the information received throughout the entire neurological tissues. Oh, I do remember my fond days in nursing. When we had to study the nervous system, I love the nervous system, the axons, the synapses, and then how it has to jump across the gap, the communication. That's fabulous information. I love that stuff. And then when we look at it more and we go into it, it helps improves absorption of all nutrients. And it also works like an antidepressant. Platinum. Who would have ever guessed if you wore platinum? Improves the memory. Stop it. Oh my gosh, it works with clairvoyancy. It's a good amplification. Oh, wearing platinum helps the body, stimulates good healing and neurological muscles and endocrine system. Stop. Works with the medulla oblongata. Quit it. I can't take it anymore. It's very beneficial activities and it's a magnet healing. Who would have ever guessed about platinum? I went shopping online just a little bit. I looked at some nice, pretty bangle platinum bracelets. Amazon. SD is good too. Oh! Just saying. So, yeah, this is like one of those books. I remember when, like I said, good luck finding one. Price is going to be astronomical. When these books were falling into my hands, they were falling into my hands around the year 2000. And I just didn't understand why Spirit was like, oh, get this book. And I'm like, okay, well, here's another volume. Oh, wow, there's 3 volumes. There's 4 volumes. Oh, let me get the books. And I got the books, and I was like kind of complexed by it. And I was like, ah. And then I just put them on the shelf. Have you ever done that? I mean, most of you, when you have your calling, you get things and you're wondering why you bought it, but you're not supposed to use it at that time. Lovelies. What do? Because there's a certain timeline that's going to be activated in you so that you can digest all the info and then utilize it. Oh, yeah. So, please make sure you, here's another code I want to give you. To heal a timeline. I like this one. 42, 88, 112. 42, 88, 112. Oh, and just know this, if you're new to Be So Light, a lot of times when I read the codes off and I snap, I'm already activating it in your cells. So when you drink the water, it's already on. Yeah, my gift to you. I love you so much. I'm just down here fulfilling my mission because I'm all out of bubble gum. Yes. I want everybody to shine their light so bright so we stay in our divine curriculum 100%. We don't have time to be naggagging around. Any questions so far? Any questions? Might help you to know that I'm standing on my grounding pad right now. Beneath my feet. I'm not playing anymore. Nope. Yeah, after I went down the rabbit hole and I had all these questions and then I was shown and I was just like not happy with what I was Show them. And it makes you think twice about when something is being taken out of your body, where exactly is it going? It makes you think twice. No, I don't want you to have my wisdom tooth. Give me that tooth. No, I don't want you to have that part of me. I like to have that because I want to have ceremony with it and I want to lay it to rest myself. Just saying. What was so wrong about that back in the day? Because back in the day, people had a right. They were able to take and say, oh, there was ceremony. Now you got to fight for something that's yours, that you were born with, to have the rights to it. That makes no sense to me. It didn't make sense to me at the time when I was in nursing, denying a mother her right to her placenta. And I'm like, oh, now? Hell yes. It's hers. Why should you have it? Why should you have that? That came out of her. That's hers. That's her birthright. That is her divine right as a mother now. Yes. So today was a day to allow you to just process being in your divine curriculum. Oh, look, I have some more information for you. Let me give a shout out to one of my favorite Ayurvedic doctors. It's a whole family, actually. Dr. Suhas, his wife, and his son, Manas. They all work together in their beautiful center, Ayurvedic Healing. And it's located in Santa Cruz, California, 95062. And the phone number, trust me, you're going to want the phone number. It's going to be 831-462-3776. That number again is 831-462-3776. So they happen to have some really good products, and I like it. And all vegan, caffeine-free, gluten-free. This one's called the Detox Tea. Love this one. Now this one is good for like working with your body when you're detoxing. And it's on their website. So you can go to their website and look under their webpage. It's going to be under that Ayurvedic Healing. And their teas are superb. I love their teas. Now the detox one, it promotes gentle detox, blood purifying, clears tissue sludge, colon and kidney and liver, boosts the immune, improves circulation and radiant skin, and reverses aging. Well, of course it does. It's good stuff. I love this. But I had to get a little something. So today it came and I went online and I said, look, I need the lymph tea. I like the lymph tea. Because, there's just a lot going on. My body is taking in water and, I got to keep things moving along. So I got my favorite. It's the lymph tea. And I already perked it and it's ready to be poured over some ice and I can drink it. You can drink it warm, but Dr. Suhas will tell me, if you're a kapha, you need to be having it warm or room temperature. Stop with all the cold water. Okay, fine. So clear the lymph, stagnation, breast health, reduce heat and inflammation, reduces swelling and puffiness, circulation, cellulite, and balancing hormones. I love this. Okay. Love it, love it. It's called the lymph tea. All vegan. There's caffeine free. And then I got love this, the eye tones. Just sharing you some info. And it comes like this. This is really good. It's cooling for the eyes. So I love my eye tones. Thank you so much, Dr. Suhas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, family. They got my stuff sent here, and I'm going to have my tea. Now, the lip tea is really good. I like it. I like the soothingness. Now, the only thing with the detox tea, it has the echinacea in it. And the echinacea root is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 herbs in. Okay. So if you're sensitive hearing, lungs, and everything, you want to make sure that you pay attention to your breathing. Okay. It's called eye tones. Now, let me tell you something, lovelies. This one is a good one. This one's great. I love it. It makes my eyes feel really good. Then they have another one. And I had to hold my breath because I wasn't sure what Dr. Manisha was going to tell me of what I needed, which is Dr. Suhas's wife. She's all inundated in the beauty of skin, how to keep your skin radiant and stuff. They're just an awesome family. And I would highly suggest if you ever want to get an Ayurvedic chart done, Dr. Suhas is on his game. He's won awards for his chart readings. He's put out several different books on how to help the body with healing, and he's really a very good doctor of Ayurvedic, and his son Manas is also, and his wife. They're just a beautiful family that promotes the wellness. So I really wanted to share that with all of you. But they do have another eye drop that is one that the first time I took it, because, hi Manas, um, because he says, Felicia, I'm going to give you these eye drops. And I said, okay. It was kind of goopy and a little bit kind of, it was thick. So, I'm new to the Ayurvedic. I'm doing the massage and I'm getting the training from them and I'm loving it, and give me the eye drops, and I'm like, okay, I'll use them. And I put that particular eye drop in my eye. It burned so bad. And I had to do the other one because it was about cleansing the eyes and the tear ducts. After I did those eye drops, I promptly made sure when I went to work the following day and I saw Manas that I hauled off and punched him. Just bam! And I hit him in his arm and he says, "What the hell is that for?" I said, "How could you give me those eye drops? What's wrong with you?" Anyway, my eyes they burned like hell, but you know what? It worked. It did everything really good. So I was kind of holding my breath when I said, I need the eye drops. And she goes, we'll just send you over the eye tones. It's like, okay, that sounds good. Pretty sure Mona said, she punched me. Well, I wasn't expecting that. And then I had to do the other eye because I couldn't have just one eye. I had to go through it again. So, everyone, I just wanted to share that with you. Please look them up online. If you're thinking about, if you do yoga and you're in there, hi, lovely. If you're doing the yoga and you're trying to just kind of get some stagnation, a lot of times when we are liberating and we're moving through things and things kind of swell up in our body, and we're like trying to figure out what the heck am I still holding on to. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a push to just kind of get yourself to release that, just to move it out, to release that. Okay. Okay, I gotcha. So I think that this is really good. It breaks up your stagnation. And if you got puffiness going on, and if you've had anything like different type of surgeries and your body is just trying to recalibrate, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing, blah, 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 not doing any of that. I'm just sharing info of things that I enjoy with my Be So Light Tribe family, my soul family. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, as I was saying, please do feel free to go forward and research on these lovely things for yourself and partake of them. Okay? So, everyone, I want to hear about eradicating JJM. I don't know what that is. I've been weeping about 7 hours. Lisa, get back into you. Just release it, honey. Things are going to divinely align. It really is. About to take a vow and go to bed. Okay. But I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe. Everyone, let's just do a closing breathing and let's just release some energy. If you've been stressed out, let's all do this because Lisa is in the UK. Okay? And she, every now and she gets a chance to pop on, and it's sleep time over there. So everyone just taking a nice deep breath. Let's just close out the day, and we're going to remember who we are. Taking a deep breath. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to connect to yourself, to your sacred divine heart. Allow yourself to connect to your sacred divine heart. And know that you have no control of all the stuff going on outside of yourself. What you have control of is you and how you choose to respond. And where you're choosing to put your energy. Allow yourself to just breathe and hold. Whatever has happened during the day that was not divinely aligned, allow yourself to just take a deep breath in, exhale it out, and say, I now release that timeline that was not divinely aligned. And just release that timeline. See yourself releasing that hook and that cord to that person, place, or thing. And just allow yourself to release it. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale it out. Stay present into your high heart self. Stay present to your divine self. Stay present to who you are. Breathe, inhale, hold the breath. Exhale it out. On the next inhale breath, you're going to release with the sound of inhale in deeply, deep, 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 inhale. Exhale. Now deep inhale. Hold the breath. Release on that cha. Deep breath in, breathe again. Hold the breath. Exhale. One more breath in, breathe in. Hold the breath. Exhale out. Last one, make this one count. Release all that energy or whatever was not divinely aligned today. Not divinely aligned for you. Inhale in. Hold the breath. Release. And allow a beautiful, those of you that are in your beautiful crystal portals of light, expanding it out with your breath, allowing that beautiful orb of diamond white light to come down through the top of the soul star. And it's connected to your beautiful divine gateway into divine source. And just allow it to come down. Breathe as it descends down into the crown, into the third eye. Breathe as it communicates with the nervous system, the parasympathetic and the parasympathetic. Just breathe. Allow it to drift down over the shoulders as it drifts down into that beautiful throat chakra. And whatever's congested there, just allow that energy to clear. Just simply brush it away and say, I don't consent to that energy of anything interfering with my throat chakra. And brush the energy down as it flows into the high heart. Anything that's heavy within the lungs, just move it down. Breathe. Allow the energy to move through the solar plexus where we're holding out emotions. Let's just sweep over the liver area, over the pancreas, the spleen area, small intestines, large intestines. As it moves down into the sacral, down into the root, let's just sweep that area. Let's bring our attention to our kidney areas on the lower part of the back. And just gently brush down. Breathing out. Freeing up the kidney space. Brush it down. Any stuck energy on the knees and the legs, remove it. Shake it out. Shake it out. Move the lymph. Shake it out all the way down to the ankles. And just allow that beautiful diamond white energy to go into the Earth Star, right beneath your feet. Breathe. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale out and push it into the Water Star. The Water Star is the one that we come into the sacred wombs of our mothers when we're coming into this world. And just allow yourself to just be connected to your divine water star that nourishes you, that replenishes all of your fluids, brings things into harmony, balances you. And just bring that energy all the way back up to the heart. And just be here. And just allow yourself to breathe. And center, breathe. And expand out, breathe. I am divinely awake. Say this with me. I am divinely aligned. I am divinely free. I am divinely seen. I am divinely heard. And I am divinely loved. Be so light. Be in your light. Claim your light. Stay true to your light. Bring the hands together. Breathe. Bring it into this Lemurian connection. And breathe. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. So those of you that need to relax, I hope that helps your body to de-stress and to activate the melatonin so that your body will go into an easy sleep for yourself. Nourish yourself with lots of water so that you will rest. Go look up the Ayurvedic healing online. And those of you that are in that stress, I gave you that healing the timeline. 42, 88, 112. Okay, so there is a lot of info given to you today. Do your homework. See what you come across, what feels good to you, what doesn't. Use what resonate, what doesn't, no problem. But be good to yourselves. Everyone, get your rest, drink your water, be with yourself, okay? And those of you that are going to sleep, may you sleep well. And make sure you set your intentions at night so when you sleep and you say, as I am sleeping tonight in my sanctuary, my privacy of my room, I ask for divine light shielding around my area, raise the frequency up high for me to sleep. Keep it comfortable so I sleep well. And I do not consent to draconian, reptilian, archons, grays, anything that is not divine coming into my space while I am sleeping. I don't consent to your energy. Period. I am a divine, sovereign being. It's my birthright. Period. And because I've spoken that, it is universal law. When I speak, you have to listen and obey that. Because you are what? You are the DI, divine intelligence. Yes, let's not get it twisted. You're not AI, you're divine intelligence. All right, Ashe, Aho, Javon. Yes, yes, yes. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. This was day 9. We're moving into day 10 of this liberation. Do your shadow work. Do your research. All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Bye.